What's up, YouTube? It's your big homie, AP. Let's get into the video.
Walked into her car.
Yeah, I mean that's not a big deal. Walking in the car, that's not a big deal, right?
That's what went wrong. That's why she didn't text you back.
That's an integral step, dude. You have to, especially at
You can
night.
He ended the date and he didn't walk her to the car.
But it's like free brownie points. It takes like 10 seconds, and it's like
10
easy
seconds.
to do.
Yeah.
Why didn't you walk her to the car?
But he's saying he's not interested.
My car was completely in the other direction.
It doesn't matter if your car's on the other side of the Sahara Desert. You walk her to the car.
But I didn't.
Why not?
Okay, because it was cold outside and it was dark. Why would I want to walk her?
That's why you needed to walk her to the car.
Did you do it?
Did your dad not teach you this?
So she walked in the dark, in the cold, alone to her car.
Oh!
Well, first off, so apparently the young man took a girl on the first date or whatever. She has to go walk into her car afterwards. He won't get out of his car. They in the cold, they in the dark, and he didn't think that he needs to make sure that this girl gets into her car safely and gets on her way. Okay. And I guess because of this move, they think that that's why she ain't called him back. I got other reasons why I don't think she called him back. But let's just stick to the video as it is. What level of protection is required of a man or a woman on a first date? You don't know this person well. You don't have much invested in somebody. How much protection should you be providing for a first date? That's what I want to make this video about. Now, just as a decent person, agreeing to meet with somebody that you barely know, if you know them at all, I think it should be a rule to automatically assume responsibility for each other while y'all are in each other's presence and until you guys disperse from whatever date y'all might have had. So, as a man, he is responsible for the woman's safety, for her well-being, even to a certain degree, her my dog's up there going crazy. To a certain degree, he needs to be responsible for making sure that woman is the same way she leaves, the same way he met her. You know what I'm saying? The same way he found her is the same way he needs to return her to wherever he found her. You know what I'm saying? I think that is number one, most important thing to do, and that should be a rule. That should be just unwritten or written. This is how you conduct yourself. This is what's required of you as far as protecting somebody that you on a date with, whether you know them good or not. So that means if I'm on a date with a woman and I chose to be in this environment with this woman, but yet let's say some weird bum dude or something, or somebody that's, out of their mind could possibly harm her physically. I might even have to protect her physically, even though I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't know much about her, but I need to make sure I return her the same way I found her. But I think women need to take accountability too, and they need to have a level of concern for their date. They need to make sure that that man doesn't get in any weird situation, or maybe you got a crazy ex, or you got a crazy, you still married or something, or you got a crazy ex-husband, but you ain't tell this new date nothing. You ain't tell him that it's a possibility that I could have been followed here. There's a possibility that some dude can come up and shoot both of us. So a woman has an obligation as well to protect her date. I don't know you like that. You don't know me like that, but we at least can leave each other the same way we found each other. If you walked up to me, you should be able to walk away from me in good health. If you drove to me or I picked you up I should put you back where I found you, alive and intact. And I also should communicate with you shortly thereafter, just to show that after I left your presence, and this is good for you men, because I've been watching a lot of these crime shows and crime videos. Listen, fellas, especially you fellas, if you drop a woman off, make sure she get to where she need to get to safely, then communicate with her after you are clearly gone from her. I would try to do so in a way that's will hold up in court. Like if my cell tower shows that I'm at my house and her cell tower shows that she at her house, we could text, call, communicate, live stream or something, or do a something, god damn it, to show that after I left her, she was alive and well. Now, whatever happened to her after that, God bless the situation. But I'm just saying, look, we do have an obligation to protect one another, whether you know him or not. This young man didn't know what he was doing. He was a goofy, you know what I'm saying? His whole little clique. This was funny too, because it was just a clique of nerds. and let me stop this, let me stop saying stuff like that, because these probably, you know what I'm gonna call these young men? Future bosses. These are the type of dudes who be running something. These are the type of dudes who be wealthy and on their stuff. So these young naive guys, they was going crazy. You didn't walk her to the car. You had no wonder she didn't call you back. Could be because he's goofy and he nerdy, but I'm sure either way, these young bosses, these young future bosses, was giving them some good game. Like, man, you got to make sure she's straight, man. Who raised you? Why your daddy didn't tell you this? One of them said, why your dad didn't tell you? Like, how do you not know that you should have made sure that she was straight? You let her walk in the cold, walk in the dark, and you kind of dropped the ball on that. And guess what? Even if she was feeling you a little bit, maybe she got a wiser friend, or she confided in her mom or her dad and something. They said, he ain't walk you to the car. Don't you dare call that dude back. Because somebody who is in her life that cares about her won't even trust you with her now, because you showed that my daughter is not safe in your hands, man. I have a situation. I don't want to say too many details just in case they don't want their business out there. But there's a young woman who had a young boyfriend, and her car was stuck in snow and covered in snow down by their college. And the dude been laid up with her for a day or so in a dorm or whatever. And it was time for her to go to work. She had to go outside, dig her car out by herself. And it was a bad dig out. Like, this was a snow blizzard. And not only that, the plow had plowed in more snow onto her car. She had to call her brother to come and help her. So now there's a brother, the sister out there digging out the car, and her dude, who was just laid up with her for a day or two, did not even offer a little bit of help. Now, when I found that out, I advised that young girl to say, look, that guy is not a guy you should give much energy to or much attention to. He's not going to be there for you when you need him. And that is probably the most important thing to take away from that situation. He's not going to be there for you when you need him. And if that's the case, what do you need him for then? If somebody can't be there for you when you need them, then they don't need to be there for you when you don't need them. You feel me? Keep that in mind. Again, we owe a level of protection to whoever we deal with, whether you know them good or not. So that was the point. And I'll holler at y'all for the next video. Peace.
Some of us have been rocking with AP from his Player for Life days right into his evolution to AP for Life. He's still the big homie, just a little older and a lot wiser. The most genuine dude on YouTube, keeping it real. And so many of you contact AP to tell him how much his advice has meant to you over the years. This channel has gotten so much support and love, from comments to likes to subs to shares to donations. All are very much so appreciated, and for those that would like to donate, you can do so via Cash App, $AP Family Man, or PayPal AP Family Man. All donations are appreciated and go towards continuing to produce content that is meaningful to the AP for Life fam. We thank you for your cash donations in advance. All relevant links to AP, including his book, Dirty Dirty Minds, are found in the description. Continue to enjoy the show.